Hello everyone, this is Lindsay Klein with Drucker Labs. I want to show you something pretty cool. I have before me our flagship product, Intramax, and one of our competitors, Mary Ruth, which is also a liquid multivitamin. I have them poured into a cup here right in front of me, which has been sitting for quite a while, a number of hours, and they've been sitting for the same amount of time. But you may notice a difference between these two, and I'm going to hold them up just for emphasis here. You will notice that the Drucker Labs Intramax is actually layered. There's a layer of sediment at the bottom. The more dense nutrients have fallen to the bottom and have created about a half-inch layer of lighter sediment, and then it becomes dark orange at the top. Very distinct layers. Whereas Mary Ruth's multivitamin, as you can see, is completely consistent all the way to the bottom. So why is this? Manufacturers of supplements have two ways that they can get this consistency that Mary Ruth has achieved here. One of those is through emulsifiers. So an emulsifier is something that helps water-based products mix with oil-based products, which, as you know, in general don't mix well, but an emulsifier will help those to mix together to create consistency throughout the product. So a lot of companies will use emulsifiers to achieve that consistency. I looked at the ingredients in Mary Ruth's products, and about 4 or 5 ingredients in, I saw xanthan gum. That's an emulsifier that they're using. The other way that people achieve this consistency is through heat. As we know from cooking, the best way to dissolve salt, sugar, anything like that is to heat it. And then it dissolves and becomes part of the water or whatever you're cooking it with. So to achieve consistency, oftentimes manufacturers will use heat. The problem with using heat is it destroys nutrients. And that is something we do not want to do at Drucker Labs. We want to maintain the quality and the integrity of every nutrient in our product. So you can rest assured, if it's a Drucker Labs product, it has never been exposed to heat. We use a cold fill process, a proprietary process, to make sure we do not destroy any of the nutrients in our product. Additionally, we use no chemical emulsifiers. So because we're not using heat and we're not using chemical emulsifiers, we have this layering effect because not all of our ingredients mix well together, and it creates inconsistency based on the weight of the nutrient. So the heavier nutrients will fall to the bottom, the lighter nutrients will rise to the top. Now, you can maintain consistency throughout the product by just shaking it. So if you shake it before you pour it or drink it, you should have an even distribution of all of the nutrients. But even if you don't shake it, you're just gonna have the denser nutrients towards the bottom, and you may notice this when you get to the bottom of your bottle that it's a little thicker, a little more dense than it was at the top. That's okay. It's no indication of a quality issue or a problem with the product. In fact, you can see this as a good thing because it proves that our product was not exposed to heat or chemical emulsifiers. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us at info@druckerlabs.com. We would love to hear from you. Thank you, everyone.